This is Andy Parra for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm joined by the big truck, David Price. David, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks, yeah.
It's good to hear. Obviously, you're back in action November 23rd. How does it feel to have another fight date announced?
It's great. Keeping busy, feeling good, just excited to fight again. So I knew last week, towards the back end of last week, that I was going to be on this show, but then I woke up this morning and I was like, this show's only 8 weeks away and I can't wait to fight again. It's just a good sign for me.
You just mentioned you can't wait to fight again. On the back of that victory over Dave Allen, how has that kind of like maybe reignited a new fire inside you?
Massively. I mean, the big thing for me was the feeling of winning, the buzz. That buzz, that was what the best thing to come out of it for me. But not only for myself, it was seeing me nearest and dearest also made up, not and beyond. There was so many people made up and happy for me. That's given me the appetite to go and get more of that, not just for me, but for everyone else. And yeah, it's just feeling good, and that's the motivation going forward.
You've obviously had time to reflect on that victory against Dave Allen. What was your thoughts on your performance?
I thought it was a good performance. I mean, I thought for the first time probably in my career, I got to show what I'm capable of. You know, in the past when I've had big wins, they might have been over quickly or whatever, but I had 10 good rounds to show me skills, show me variety of punches, show me defence, everything, and it just went perfect. Really, couldn't have gone any better. It's just you know, if I would have knocked him out early, I wouldn't be feeling the way I'm feeling now. It was just I needed to get them rounds, and that was the key. And it's a matter of building on that from there.
We just mentioned, it's kind of reignited a new spark for yourself. What is your ambition in boxing? Where do you see the rest of your career going and playing out?
I'd really just want to focus, as I always say, on one fight at a time. And I'd love to get it. I'd always said I'd love to be able to finish my career and say I actually competed for a world title. But I do just enjoy competing, as long as it's at a good level. You know, I'm enjoying it, and as long as I'm still enjoying it and still fighting at a good level, I'll keep doing it. But I want to just keep winning, play my cards right, and who knows what position I could be in. I could be in a position to challenge for a world title. We just don't know what's around the corner.
Let's touch on this November 23rd card, though. What are your thoughts with regards to an opponent? Have you got any updates for us? I see one of your friends must be pulling faces or something.
No, Crack has just showed his ass, but he didn't realise everyone out that Windsor can see it. Sorry, what did you say then?
Yes, November 23rd. I know you don't have an opponent yet, but what type of opposition are you looking to go in with?
Definitely want to progress, so we don't want to stand still or go backwards. And like I said, Eddie Hearn always puts someone in front of me who can fight. So I'll just wait for the list and say A, B or C, and we'll go with that. I'm not really one to look through the rankings and go, get me in. I just wait to see who they offer, and I'm sure it'll be someone who can fight.
Just want to get your thoughts as well on the headline fight on that card, Callum Smith returning to Liverpool to face John Ryder. Your thoughts on it?
Great fight, and an exciting event, because Callum is at the top of his game, and in my opinion he's an elite level fighter. He's up there with the best, pound for pound, top 10, and he's really grown into himself in that stature. You can just see it, how he's carrying himself, and it's great to see. And you know, he's in his prime, top of his game, major world title fight in the city. It's brilliant.
I know this past weekend we saw Errol Spence defeat Sean Porter. Did you catch a fight, David?
Yeah, I watched it yesterday, but I already knew the results, which it's not quite the same, but what a fight it was from both of them. It was like a throwback fight from the 80s, what you watched when you was a kid on a VHS. It was great to see, and you know, the pace was electric, and you'd like to see them do it again, I'm sure. But two top names putting it all on the line, that's what boxing's all about. Great.
How did you score it?
I didn't actually score it. I watch a fight, if I'm going to score it, I need a pen and paper. Yeah. Because I knew the result, I just watched it round by round. So I didn't top the scores up, which you should do. Everyone should do that when you watch a fight, because you can watch a fight. It's a long time, 36 minutes, and then you can see the last 5 rounds being one's favourite. You can forget what's gone on in the early rounds, but it was hard to score. It was hard to score. As far as clean punches, there was that many clean punches landed. You know, you'd have to look at the CompuBox or something to see who landed them more, because it was so close.
Do you think it was the right winner?
Because of the knockdown, yeah. Because of the knockdown. Just going off watching it, not scoring it, I'd say Spence, yeah.
Obviously, I thought it was a very tight fight. I gave it probably 2 rounds to Spence, but I can understand why some people may have thought it was a better performance from Spence-Porter and maybe considered giving it to him. But for me, like I say, I'll give Spence by 2. But again, it was a brilliant fight, like you've said.
Brilliant, yeah. Great. That's what boxing's all about.
What are your thoughts regards to who's the number 1 at welterweight? Do you see as Errol Spence now, or do you think it's Terence Crawford? Or Manny Pacquiao?
I think Spence's... the strength of Spence is always going to be a problem for any massive for the weight, I think. And I think that's, despite Crawford being the most skillful out of them, Manny Pacquiao, look, what an inspiration he is for people as well. You know, he's 40 years of age and he's as good as ever. Maybe not as good as ever, but he's still 90% of what he once was. So I'd go with Spence. He's a brute. He's a brute at that weight, but I think he may struggle to continue to stay at that weight. But for me, I'd say Spence at this moment. I've liked Errol Spence since the first time I watched him at the London Olympics. Watched him get robbed blind by a Ukrainian, and it was like, it drove me mad, to be honest, because he would have won the gold medal. But you know, he's left that in the past, hasn't he, and gone from strength to strength.
And on that undercard, we saw David Benavidez stop Anthony Durrell. Did you watch that one, David? Or?
No, I didn't watch that one, I'm sorry. I only watched the main event. Yeah.
That's fine. Just wanted to get your thoughts. Nigel Benn announcing last week he's going to be returning to the ring to face Sakio Bika. Your thoughts on Nigel's announcement?
And what I love Nigel Benn. He's a boss fella. Boss fella. Always supported me, being a big fan and always being dead supportive. But look, it's up to him. At the end of the day, he's a human being, and if he wants to do something, no one can stop him. If he was me dad, I'd tell him not to. But if he feels that that's going to make him close the book or be happy or whatever else, then, you know, well, you can't stop him, can you? But I'd rather he didn't. But I wish him luck anyway, because if he's going to go ahead and do it, I hope it goes fantastically well for him, and he feels brilliant in training, and he gets the desired effect of it after the fight. So good luck to him.
And finally, this coming weekend, Gennady Golovkin returns to face Sergey Derevyanchenko in their IBF World Middleweight title fight. Your thoughts on that one, David?
It's a great fight. I think Golovkin may start to show signs of age, to be honest. And Derevyanchenko's a fantastic fighter, so it's going to be a great clash of styles. But I think Golovkin still should have enough in the tank to get the job done. But it's definitely going to be his hardest fight since the Canelo fight. So I'll be tuning into that.
David Price, I appreciate your time. Thanks for being myself on Boxing Social.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.